Welcome viewers to my channel. It's still me, your regular host, Oby Udeze. Today, in continuation from this book, The ELIXIR of Immortality, we'll be looking at understanding the enlightenment of immortality. Immortality is the nature of God made in living light. God is immortal because he formed himself from the mass of light. It is a wonderful thing for a living man to know the value of light. Whatever must not be destroyed must be preserved by its light. The value of God's life is introduced by its light. The spiritual and mental transformation that clothed the Son of Man with the precious light of Christ was why grave couldn't keep him. Living light is very precious and valuable in all realms of existence. Whatever is not made in light can't stand before God. Satan has been sustained on earth because of the covering of his anointing. The covering of Satan's anointing is made in brightness of God's awesome light. Every immortal life is a preserved life, and God can't preserve any life that is not shielded with the living light. All luminary bodies we share in the eternal sovereignty of the stellar firmament are all light-producing bodies. Immortality is ordained in enlightenment. The movement that must clothe a mortal man with the light of God's immortality must involve both spiritual and mental transformation. Man's inability to articulate the importance of light is the reason why many are doomed. It is not possible to be part of God when we are man in deep darkness. One of the ways to save our lives is to look steadily at the right direction. Spiritual and mental enlightenment is meant only for those who look at the right direction. If we must see God, we must first see ourselves clearly. Whatever we must see clearly, we must have discipline to keep looking at. To fulfill the messianic ministry that conquered death, the light of Christ guided the man Jesus to keep looking at God. Every visionary spirit is a light-producing spirit. The strength vision has to produce immortality is in making men to look steadily at a given direction. Enlightenment can't be achieved until men receive the ability to keep looking at a given direction. Confusion and lack of vision is what sustains the malicious activities of the angel of death. Nobody can be more valuable than the direction he is looking at. It is men that must provide for God the tools he must depend on to establish their immortality. God kept looking at himself until he was separated into the eternal heaven. The safe bet that produced gods from men is established in enlightenment. Whosoever is immortal can't be found in the midst of men. The light that separated God from the earth was what established his immortality. To be immortal is to be free from mockery and intimidation. It is where men look at that determines their separation. It is not possible to be immortal looking at so many directions. When men meet us, they meet what we are looking at. Whatever we keep looking at will surely take our lives. The man Jesus secured a place at the right hand of the Majesty on high because of the enlightenment of Christ. Looking at Christ helped the man Jesus to see the way that led to the right hand of the Majesty on high. The transformation that is expected to lighten the totality of man is very precious in the sight of God. To bring our human spirit to the realm of God must involve a recreation process. Souls of men are transformed when their recreated spirit impart living light into it. The riches of immortality is made available to men through transformation. God will not achieve anything tangible in the lives of men who chose to abandon themselves. Trifling with all that revealed knowledge is meant to achieve in our lives is a sign that we are not connected to any reasonable future. Thank you for listening. I love you plenty from my heart. I will see you same time next week. Bye.